What's up, y'all? Listen, I'm back again because yesterday the audio was super sketch and I don't know what happened. So I said, I gotta record it again because I need them to be able to hear what I had to say. So thank you to those of you that were on live and that joined yesterday and that sent me messages and was like, hey, we can't hear you. I don't know what happened. I'm working on it, trying to figure this thing out. So I decided just to jump back on here and do another one today so that y'all could get what I was talking about. So, for those of you that are new here, brand new, Too Busy Tuesday. Although today is Wednesday, let me tell you what Too Busy Tuesday is. So, my name is Raffinay. Raffinay Wilson. I'm a licensed professional counselor in the state of Texas. I actually reside in the DFW area. And so, Too Busy Tuesday is my weekly series where I get an opportunity to share something that I've decided that I no longer have time or energy for, hence, too busy. So, it started with just this phrase I would say often. People would ask me to do stuff or ask me if I was wanting to do something or interested in a thing. And I'd be like, too busy. He'd be like, anything else? And I'm like, no, just too busy. That's it. And so it has since kind of evolved into this series where I get an opportunity to share with y'all some of that stuff that I've decided I'm too busy for. Now, the beautiful thing about too busy is that you don't have to be too busy for the things that I'm too busy for. So I give my disclaimer each week saying just because I'm too busy for it does not mean you have to be too busy for it as well, because you get to choose. That's the beautiful thing. I'm just sharing what I have learned in my experience, what I have kind of lived out in my own life, and things that I have decided like, I'm not doing that. I'm not interested in that. I'm not giving any energy to that. Also, some of the things are things that I'm still working on. So I do not proclaim to be, fully arrived. Some of these things are much more concrete and hard and fast for me, but some of these things are things that I'm still actively working on. And I want to hear from y'all. I would love to hear your thoughts, your comments. If you're too busy for this, if you're like, nah, Rafa, I'm actually not too busy for that, I want to hear that stuff. So you can always drop that in the comments. And if there are any topics you'd like to hear me talk about, you can also drop those things in the comments too, or send me a DM. Now, yesterday was March the 1st, which marked the beginning of International Women's Month. And one of the things I'm really excited about rolling out in Too Busy this season is bringing on some guests. So I'm so excited that I will have some people coming to share and some women this month coming to share about their expertise, but also things that they have decided they're too busy for. And so I'm so looking forward to it. I want to encourage you to join me each week. I will be here every Tuesday at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. Okay. So if you're Eastern, that's going to be 7 o'clock for you. If you Pacific, that's going to be around 4 o'clock. So set your reminders. I'll be live on Facebook at Stuff Raf Says and also live on YouTube. So this is the first time we'll be streaming to YouTube, and I'm really, really excited about it just to be able to share with more people and so that y'all can share it with your friends and your family members and subscribe so that you get notifications and all of the things. So yesterday, March 1st, was actually World Compliment Day. And a few months ago, I think it was actually in January of this year, it was International Compliment Day. So, my challenge for you all is to compliment three people in your life and in your space. Doesn't matter who it is. I do encourage you to go something a little deeper than just the surface level of like, oh, I like your outfit or I like something about their physical appearance, but rather go something deeper, something you enjoy about their personality. What have you learned from them? How have you grown from being attached to this person? So, my encouragement to you is to reach out to three people that you'd like to give a compliment to. Now, here's the thing that I shared yesterday that I'm too busy for. I am too busy for rejecting other people's compliments. Now, one of the things I have seen be true throughout my life is that when others give me a compliment, whether it's about something physical or something about my personality, that quickly leads to some discomfort for me. Not because I think they're lying about what they're saying or because I'm like, ugh, like I don't want to hear it. It really is just kind of this attention and focus is being brought to me. And that is not always the most comfortable thing for me. When the attention and focus is brought to me, I'm like, let's focus on somebody else. Let's give attention to somebody else. And so I can sometimes be very quick to be like, oh, okay, it wasn't a big deal. Or if they like, oh, I really like your outfit, it'd be like, girl, I got this for $3. Like, major deflection because of the discomfort that I'm experiencing. And what I have learned over time is that it can come across dismissive to the person that may be offering their compliment. Now, when I was growing up, I used to hear people say all the time, people don't have to be kind. And I remember that even now as an adult. And as a kid, I didn't really understand why people would say it all the time. But now as an adult, I realize people really don't have to be kind. And there are some people that are not very kind in the world. Yet, when someone chooses to share their words with me, about my clothing, about my physical appearance, about about my personality, maybe a way that I have impacted their life, that really is an opportunity for me to do two things. One, to really take in their words, but then two, to acknowledge and express my appreciation and gratitude for their kind words because they don't have to give them to me. And for whatever reason, they have chosen to share those words with me. And so, what I am too busy for is rejecting other people's compliments. To that, I say, way too busy. I am really moving in the direction of accepting and expressing my gratitude and appreciation for the fact that someone took the time, whether 30 seconds or 30 minutes, to express how they feel about me. And so I want to hear from y'all. Like, have you found that this is an area of difficulty for you? Do you find that it's hard to accept compliments from others? Or are you like, nah, Raphanie, I'm good. Like when other people give me compliments, I accept them. I'm so, grateful. I would love to hear if you're in that bunch, like what has helped you to be able to do that? If you're in the bunch like me, where it's like, it's still a little struggle, but I'm working on it. I want to hear from you too. Like what makes it so uncomfortable for you, or what lends to you choosing to deflect from other people. Now, here's what I want y'all to know. If you're brand new here to Too Busy Tuesday, you may not know that my goal is to keep this to about 10 minutes. Now, sometimes I go under, which you got a few extra minutes. Sometimes I go a little over. Maybe you've given me a few extra minutes, and I appreciate that. But I want y'all to join me, okay? So I hope that you'll be back here next week, Tuesday. That'll be March the 8th. Okay. So March the 8th, mark your calendar, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. Set a reminder if you need to. You can click the reminder that'll show up on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're listening and watching this. And I hope to see y'all and that you'll join me in the comments next week.